Skillet Sports presents...
Gee sizzle. There was a little something happening on Madison Avenue I think we need to talk about.
Yeah, I saw that Benny the Bull got some new mittens. He looked extra fly.
Oh, well, Sometimes
He is Benny the Bull.
He
Let's get ready to start the show.
You're listening to The Sizzle, the talk of the 219, the hottest sports talk in the region, on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know who it is. You know what it is. It's The Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television, and we are in the building. And as Jay just said, there was something that happened on the west side.
Ooh.
It was called a bludgeoning. It was called a beatdown.
That's about right, a bludgeoning.
It was called, you were happy the Bulls won a 3-game winning streak.
I know, right? Feeling good.
All of a sudden, the
funny thing about it was that the Bulls, when they played the Lakers and there was no Anthony Davis there, that they looked like, we can compete with the world champions, but Monfrere.
Contraire Monfrere. Let's jump into it. Let's get into your guy. I'm trying not to, because the Bulls have been on a good run. They've been on a good vibe, but they're just not enough. They've come close, but no cigar for tonight.
How'd that 4th overall pick look against the Lakers?
Yeah, let's talk about it, bro. I wasn't even 10 minutes into the game. Hey, look, Pat, don't turn your head, man. Don't lose sight of LeBron.
Come on, man.
Don't double down and lose sight. I don't give a damn what's happening with Anthony Davis. Do not leave LeBron. I mean, look, he just put you on the 2021 poster.
Look, here's the problem with Davis or LeBron's going to give you the business.
Yep.
That's just what's going to happen,
Yep.
You had no Wendell Carter Jr. there, so not that was going to make that much of a difference, but you still didn't have him there. Mm-hmm. So if they are both on, you don't have enough. But, young fella, come on, baby. We got to see you lock something down. We got to see you lock something down. You know what I'm saying?
And what's bad is it didn't seem like you learned from the last time.
No.
Now, in post game, he said, hey, LeBron wasn't as focused in on scoring this time. He was more locked in on focusing on facilitating. Well, then that meant, young fella, that you should have been locked in on defense. I'm not going to try and score at all, but I'm going to make sure he doesn't score. And that went terribly wrong because LeBron had a double-double on you, and you look like a young man who should still be in college.
Look, nobody's expecting you to stop LeBron James. Let's make that perfectly clear. Nobody's expecting you to do that. But I do expect you to use some of your fouls on LeBron. And we're just not going to get abused like this. We're just not going to get abused. You're just not going to body me all over the place. You're just not going to do it. You're just not going to post up where you want to post up. You're just not going to do it.
You're just not going to do to me what you want to do to me.
Right.
That's what it's coming down to.
Right.
That's the thing. You're not going to do to me what you just want to do. And I'm not going to just let you do it.
I mean, look, you got to show LeBron that you're going to come up and get in his face. As soon as he crosses half court, you should be bumping into LeBron. Make him call a foul out there at the 3-point line against you and LeBron. You need to get your inner Patrick Beverly going and say, okay, I'm going to harass you now. I'm going to harass you. I'm going to make you work. I'm going to harass you. You're just not going to do me nasty. If I foul out this game, you can rest assured LeBron's going to say, man, that guy played me tough for the 22 minutes he was on the floor, and all them 5 fouls he whacked me upside the head with. But that's what you got to do. But you just can't. Oh, I'm getting posted up. Oh, I'm getting posted up. Oh, did you see the one play where he just had him on his hip, and he's just waiting for the back? It's like, come on, man, don't get beat like that.
Look, youngster, young fella, you're making me look bad in front of Jay Sizzle.
I told you.
I'm out here trying to bang the drum for you. I'm like the little drum boys, man. I'm out here like the bucket boys. I'm doing my thing for you, youngster. Do something, bruh. Do something. And then you like, well, I'm hurt, my back, my hip, my aching neck and my back. No, bro.
How many games in are we right now?
Dude, we enough in that this should not be this. You
16?
Shouldn't be having the same problem.
16 games in right now, right? 16 games in right now, right? And all of a sudden now we're succumbing to the injuries. I mean, if we were scoring 20 points a game, will we succumb to these injuries?
Nope. Not when you got young men like Cameron Johnson in out there in Phoenix. You got Shake Milton in Philly. Guys. You got guys who are out there putting in work.
Balling.
And they're balling. They're having career years. They're putting up points, and you are out here just happy because you put up 13 and 8. No, bro.
You are the number 4 pick. The number 4
you're the number 4 pick.
Come on. I mean, look, like I said, I don't know the young fella. I think the young fella is great. I think he's a fine individual. I think the parents did a great job raising him. All that. I'm not questioning any of that. Don't know him personally. I hope one day we can sit down and get a pizza or something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we can chit-chat and talk. But I'm going to call it what it is, okay? You got to come out here and put some fight in this. You got to come out here and say, I am going to take over this game. I am taking you to the basket. I'm going to try to dunk on you. I'm going to take you down to the paint. You got to do this. I don't care who it is. The second greatest player of all time is out there. Possibly going to have the greatest stats of all time. We know that. But you just can't get bullied like this. And I'm going to tell you what's really funny is that LeBron James, the older he gets, now his old man game is kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's playing like that 45-year-old dude that used to come out on the court. Y'all don't know nothing about this because y'all young people. And he come out there and he had the Stacey Adams on with the silk shirt on in the summertime. And he come out there and he be playing. And he just be playing old man basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what LeBron's doing to you now because he understands the game. He knows exactly what's going on. Matter of fact, Patrick Williams, did you ask LeBron anything? Did you know what I don't see? You know what? I don't see any of the veterans patting Patrick Williams on the back talking about nice play.
Mm-hmm.
You know how when the new guys do something spectacular, the veterans on the other team will give them a little bump, a little something like that. Oh, okay, I see you, youngster. We ain't seeing none of that.
Well, Kendall Gill said you wait till the off season, you wait till the summer league, you wait till guys are working out, and then you get some information from them then. But to your point, Jay, you've got to have the veterans say, that kid was special tonight. I mean,
he
put it on me tonight. I wasn't ready for. I didn't bring enough being gay because that boy was putting elbows on me. He was all over me. I felt like he molested me on the court. That's what happened.
And
it was it was a court undressing.
If you're not scoring, I've read 3 columns and I don't see Patrick Williams' names in none of them.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Come on. You got to fight out there. You got to fight, especially when you come up against the world champions. And the world champions just wanted to let you know, you thought y'all had a chance to beat us. We just want to let you know that you don't. And we need this W because every game counts. And this is the problem with the Bulls right now. All these games count. Mm-hmm. All these games count. And they're close enough to 500. They hold it in there. They might have a chance to sneak into the playoffs. But sneak in the playoffs to do what? Mm-hmm. To get rolled out of there in the best of 5 series? You're going to get rolled out of there in 3?
Well, you know what? To your point, and to the Bulls' credit, they have been on a winning streak. They did come off the back-to-back. This is the second game of a 2-game header. And I know that that's no consolation, and I know
It was
that
the
it's no
Charlotte
excuse.
Hornets they beat.
Right. But this isn't Charlotte. This is the Lakers. And if you had to conserve energy, if there were one game, I'll take that Hornets game and relax, but I'm coming against the Lakers. But I think they shot their wad all on the Charlotte game. And then in coming home, you had a rested Lakers team that's been here for a couple of days waiting for you, and they just came in and played the old man game. I want to say LeBron had, 29 minutes where he played. AD just halfway played. They came in and blitzed you. You were down by 30 at halftime.
Yeah, it's just terrible. You can't be getting 30 ball like this.
30 points by halftime. And no matter what Zach LaVine did, he needs help.
Yeah,
Patrick Williams.
And here's the whole thing about it, is that, yes, they are playing better under Billy Donovan. Mm-hmm. They had a 3-game winning streak in Donovan's first 15, 18 games, however many games we played, 15, 16 games. It took Jim Boylan to get a 3-game winning streak, 123 games to get it done. Nearly a season and a half to get it 3. So, yeah, are they playing better? Yeah, they played better against the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But against a fully loaded LeBron James team that still was missing a couple of pieces, when you got AD and KD, you got AD out there and LeBron James out there. AD and KD, that'd be a dangerous couple. Ooh, you see AD and KD on the same team? Good Lord. I don't even want to think about that. But if you see you got AD and LeBron James out there, you have to have a better showing than this. You can't be 30 ball like this, where this game wasn't even close. No, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And then everybody's going to say, oh, it's just the Bulls learning how to play basketball. No. And here's the sad part about it, right? The Bulls went on a 14-2 run late in the third. So that means they were getting bushwhacked. Mm-hmm. And the Lakers had already got on the plane and was getting ready to go home.
Yeah. I think the Lakers put up 30 in the first quarter, maybe 25 in the second. They won the game in the first half, and they coasted for the rest of the second half.
Yeah.
So even at your best, it took a wide open Archie Diacono to hit a 3 to even get it a 10-point margin. That's how it was terrible. It was terrible. Archie's man bun is still horrible.
Why? Why does he keep wearing that? What is he doing? What is that on top of his head? Does anybody tell him that looks ridiculous? It looks ridiculous. Archie, stop doing that. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's a really bad thing.
It's a bad
look.
And
the Wendell Carter is injured, but his hair has been injured all season.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
These young men just don't have an identity yet. And you hear their head coach say, hey, we didn't play to our identity. Hey, we fell into some of our old habits. Well, you do what you are comfortable with doing, and you fall back into those things that you used to do.
First game of the year. Remember that 50 ball? Remember that one? Ooh, now we're back to that 30 ball. You know what's scary about the Lakers, though? I want to say this. They're playing through AD now, not LeBron. They're running the offense through AD.
Has anybody ever thought about the fact that the whole thing is running through AD now?
It's scary that they're running this through AD now.
This is really AD's team.
Yeah, and now you got LeBron sitting back, relaxed. I can turn it on when I need it. Because y'all going to have to double AD at some point in time, and now you got me one-on-one.
The best thing that I found, though, in we look at what Houston has been doing. You had your Kyrie. He had a little hissy fit on the social gram.
Oh, my goodness.
Where he was like, y'all haters. We going to be okay.
Okay.
Then
what
they
happened?
Go out tonight. They put in work. But they had to hold on against the Heat.
They did.
They had to really hold on against the Heat. But I laughed. I saw a picture of KD from a distance. I saw a picture of LeBron from a distance. And then I thought about us. And
the hair club for men.
Oh, bro. Don't you make enough money? I mean, okay, at some point, it's like Rick Carlisle.
Yeah.
When does somebody have counseling with them? When do they go into professional counseling and you tell them, sir, this hair thing is not working for you?
You know, the thing about it is, too, that you can go, they got all types of hair things now that within a couple of weeks, they could go up in there and give you back your hair gradually. You know what I'm saying? When you look up and just all just show up like a toupee, you could just
look at
gradually
Deion
get your hair back.
Sanders. He has hair. He has a line now. He goes to the barbershop.
Everything.
Probably Casey Urlacher, now that he's free, he's going to get hair. You know, Brian will give him a little bit. You can get hair, bro. You can get it. You can go find it somewhere.
But, you know, I guess they just don't care because they don't have to. They just don't have to.
Yeah, well, okay, you might not have to, but somebody has to.
I look good for me. I'll put my headband on. I'll just go work it out.
But you can't put a headband in the middle of your head, like right here.
That's so
you can't
funny.
put the headband there. The only thing you can put there is like a turban, or if you're Jewish, you can put your yarmulke there. And I haven't seen a lot of guys playing a yarmulke, so I don't know what you're going to put there. I don't know, unless you put like a man bun right there, and then you'll be archidiaconal. Just kind of in reverse.
You know, it's just this game was never close.
No.
Ever.
No.
Don't look at this score and go, oh, they played well. They did not. They looked bad. And they showed how great a gap we have. First, from the east to the west. And secondly, for the Bulls to be able to compete to win a championship. Because I'm telling you right now, LeBron James has got 3 more years that he's going to play.
At least
3 more. And you're maybe four. And the Bulls have got to get up and get past the Bucks, and they got to get up and get past now this dangerous Nets team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When
and you still got Monday's opponent in Boston.
Yeah.
You still got a leapfrog Boston.
We haven't even talked about them. We haven't even talked about them. So when are the Bulls going to have an opportunity to make a breakthrough? Because we saw today, look, let me tell you something we saw today, right? As great as Zach LaVine has been playing, as great as Kobe White has been playing, when it came up against a champion, what happened? When it came up against guards that's going to press him and not let him run all over the court, when they kick, because the Lakers are dangerous for that. They got guards to get up in your grill. And all of a sudden now they push you off of there. You can't go where you want to go. Now what?
Poor Kobe was just out there like, That's all he did all night.
You're fouling me. You're fouling me.
Help. There was a play, Jay. I don't know if you saw it, but the Bulls finally had a little cute breakthrough play.
Yeah.
Gasol didn't even turn and run. He walked back down the court. Do you know how disrespectful that is, that your opponent doesn't even turn around and run to get back in position for you?
No, because they knew. They knew it's over.
Like, okay.
It's over. Matter of fact, we're the G League guys. We can run him out here right now.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So, again, Zach did his yeoman effort. He did his Zach thing, trying to get better. But you did have a lot of guys fall back into bad habits. Kobe, have ball, will shoot ball. Zach said, just give me the ball. I'll do it all. Ball didn't move. Garrett Temple's out there trying to guard LeBron. I don't know what Thaddeus Young. Again, another disastrous hair day for Thaddeus Young. And
6 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
games you've had for the past 3-4 games, you've had 5 to 6 different players in double figures. Now against the champs, you want to come up with some single-digit games. You want to leave Kobe out there on the island. Pat has no idea of what in the Sam Skippy he's doing now.
No.
It's almost as if he's regressing. That's the bad part.
Yeah, you know what? It looks like. See,
hoping maybe they'll get better, but he's hit a rookie. He's hit the rookie wall.
and we see Pat Williams and Lauri Markkanen mirroring each other almost right now. You see Lauri Markkanen out there going 0 for 5 from the 3-point line, and it's just like we got to have these shots. This is my biggest problem with Lauri Markkanen and my biggest problem with Patrick Williams. When we need you, when you have a Kobe White who's not scoring, one of you guys got to pick it up. One of you guys got to say, okay, I'm going to take this on my back. I'm going to drive to the basket. I'm going to take you to the rack. And I'm going to tell you how I know neither one of those guys were taking anybody to the rack, because they only had 2 free throws apiece.
It's just laziness. You can sit out there and try and shoot threes from 18 to 23. You can sit out there behind the arc. And every time, and it was brought up on the post-game show, it's brought up every time. Lauri's getting ready to have a bad game.
Yep.
When he starts the game with 3 3-pointers. No drives, no attacking, no taking anybody off the dribble, no getting to the mid-range shot, no nothing, because your mid-range can't be stopped. You're 7 foot, and once you shoot, nobody's going to get up there and jump in and block.
Yep.
The only player maybe athletic enough was Anthony Davis, but he wasn't even interested enough to guard you tonight. So,
and here's the bad part. You got a disinterested Anthony Davis. You gotta looking into the stands with no fans, LeBron James. And Anthony Davis had 9 free throw attempts. You had LeBron James have 8 free throw attempts. You know why? Because they take the ball to the rack. There is no reason why Lauri Markkanen is not shooting double-digit free throws every night. There's no reason why Zach LaVine's not shooting double-digit free throws every night. There's no reason for Patrick Williams not to shoot double-digit free throws every night. If you attack the basket, you are going to go to the line. It's easy math. It's a free throw. But if you don't attack the basket, like we see the Bulls did not attack the basket, I don't even have to see the game. I can look at your stat line and tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't attacking the basket. You weren't attacking the basket. And this is what we see with these Bulls. It's like they get up against a good team. They go, oh, well, you take it. No, you take it. You take it. You take it. Oh, I'm going to take it. You take it.
Yeah. And you, again, to your point with Pat Williams, look, young fella, you want to get your stats. You want people to start talking about you. Start doing what Giannis did to you. Start putting your elbow and put that shoulder into somebody's chest and drive them back. You know when you're going to get respect, youngster, when you drive LeBron James back, when you make him have to backpedal when you're coming down the lane. Because you're saying to yourself, I'm getting to this line. However, I'm going to score. So you do what you're going to do, because I'm going to do what I do.
Run over LeBron James. Take a foul, run over him. Yep. Just put your shoulder into LeBron James and run over him. Now, easier said than done, because this is LeBron James, $1.5 million a year. I work on my body. Who's one of the strongest players in the I'm about to say NFL, but I was like NFL, in the NBA. So I don't know. I'm talking a lot of trash behind this microphone right now, but I don't get. But I'm not the number 4 pick.
What the young kids want, man. That's what the young boys want. That's what you asked for, Pat.
Yeah.
When you signed up for the draft, this is what you asked for. What did you think you were going to come into the league and there was going to be no LeBron? There was going to be no Giannis? There was going to be no AD? What, they were just not going to play on the games you played in? Come on, with young blood.
Right. You got to come on.
This is what you signed up for.
You got to come on.
Grown man ball.
I mean, we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to get the Transformers out here, and we're going to have to find his Allspark. You know what I'm saying?
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
We're going to have to go get the Allspark. And we're going to have to do some resurrection going on here. Because
you're going to have to tap into your inner Megatron. You're just going to have to do something McWicked and McNasty. You're going to have to tap into your inner Sire Butler.
Right. And my whole thing about this is not that I'm on Patrick Williams. I'm not. All I'm saying is you're not the number 24 pick. You're not number 44. You're not number 64. If you were the 64th pick or the 24th pick or the 34th pick, I'd be like, okay. You're number 4. You are a franchise basketball player. You are a cornerstone to the resurgence of the madhouse at Madison. And it's maddening right here to see that your game is so smooth that you will not ignite it so that it will explode. We needed 30 points out of you tonight. We needed you to get to the rack. We needed LeBron to go, my God, who's this guy? You know what? You know what LeBron did when they got on the bus going back to the hotel? You know what they said? Nothing about you. And you can't have these guys leaving the arena not talking about you. That means you didn't do anything. 13 points, good job. But your number 4 pick doesn't get a good job. Number 4 pick's supposed to be going, dang! I have not got out my seat yet. Have not. But when you do something spectacular, Jay Sizzle will take a picture of himself jumping out of the seat, and I will post it on this program when you do something.
Well, you know what? We're going to leave it there because I think that was the most scathing indictment of your lack of excitement. You see what I did there? I'm just saying to you, Pat, we're talking to you, son.
Come on.
You're young enough to be our son, so we're going to give you
ball out time.
Some good fatherly advice.
Ball out.
That's all you got to do.
Time to go, man. Time to attack the basket. Look, I'd rather see you get 3 charging fouls because you're going to the basket. At least I'll say at least you're trying. Because you're going to have to go to the basket. You sitting outside with a smooth jumper and maybe he's all within the framework of the offense, but sometimes you got to take the ball, turn, and attack the basket. You know, come across the lane, bounce across the lane, and let's put one down. Let's throw one down. I know you can dunk. Have you seen a Patrick Williams poster yet?
I saw a putback today, and you're like, okay, that's cute. That was nice. I don't know who was on the floor with you at that point. It was probably the Lakers B squad. But.
Right. I'm just waiting for you to take it to somebody. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you miss it. I just want to see you take it to. I want to see explosion. I want to see a Zach LaVine explosion out of you.
You know what I want to see, Jay Sizzle?
What's that?
I want to see this Bulls team actually make a statement in their play. I want a statement game out of the Bulls. That's what I want.
Well,
I want a game where you said Zach, Laurie, Pat, and Kobe did their thing. I'm not even worried about this whole Wendell Carter thing is a joke to me. And I've said it and I'll say it again. Until Wendell Carter gets some identity of whatever he's going to be, if he's going to be a defender or he's going to be a perimeter shooter, whatever you want him to do, whatever position, I know it's positionless basketball. He's going to have to find something. Because right now, you're playing 3 against 5.
Yeah.
Every time you have Wendell, Markkanen, and Pat now out on the court together.
And you know what the thing is now? It's soft as Sharman out there. You're getting 30 ball. 30.
I think that's what Billy's trying to tell you.
You're getting 30 ball. Lauri Markkanen, you're getting 30 ball. Let that sink in. It's like, and this isn't the first time. We're on 3 and 4 now that you've been getting smoked like this.
You know, Billy said something really interesting.
Yeah.
And before we go, he said we're really small. We're not a big team. The Lakers are a big team. They got big players. And you think to yourself, my God, if the Bulls are small, there's no hope for them.
It's a small in heart. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's small in heart because they will not get up underneath people. They will not look. You got to be ready to be in a fight. It should be a street fight out there. Y'all are bigger than us. I'm getting up underneath Anthony Davis. I'm going to call him Anthony for some reason. Anthony Davis. And I am not going to let him push me down on the block. I'm going to throw this elbow into his back. I might get called for a foul, but we're not going to have it. You know what I'm saying? We're just not going to have it. I'm going to take him and ride him out of bounds one time and crash over the popcorn vendor there in the first row. Make somebody lose their $9 turkey burger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride somebody out. You just not gonna look. They all need to go. Now I called his name out about 15 times, but you need to go see a Matt Barnes. You need to call him.
Mm-hmm.
You need to call Patrick Beverly. You know what I'm saying? You need to call the young fella. What's the guy from Duke?
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen. You need to call Grayson Allen. You need to call Grayson Allen to see if Grayson Allen's gonna put up with that nonsense.
You know what you need, man?
What's that?
You need 49 minutes of intensity. You need some play. You need some spark. You know what you need? You need to go back and look at some old Bulls games.
Right.
There are two Bulls players in the 70s.
Yes, sir.
They didn't win a lot. They didn't win a lot at all.
No.
But what they did was they fought
Yes, sir.
every game.
Yep.
You need to go and find those two players. One was a host of your Bulls game, your pre and your post.
Yep.
And one was one of the greatest coaches.
Jerry Sloan.
Yeah.
Would fight you.
Come on, bro.
The Bulls weren't winning nothing, but they would fight you. Jerry Sloan would fight you, then fight your brother, and then, come on, man. Come on. Norm Van Leer.
49 minutes
will fight
of intensity.
Fight you coming out the locker room, they were going to fight you.
And Norm Van Leer was short. I always thought Norm Van Leer was a big guard.
Yeah.
Now, maybe in the 70s, bigger guard, but Norm Van Leer was not a 6'4", 6'5" guard.
6'1". 6 feet,
maybe.
6'1", maybe.
Yeah, 6 feet.
But he was coming to get up underneath you. He was going to fight you. He was going to pick you up. He was going to pick you up full court. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to let you do all that fancy, oh, you just going to come up here and look cute around the basket around me. Look, at some point in time, the Bulls need to get a reputation. If you come up with that little flashy nonsense, the next time you're getting one across the chin. You know, you need to go up there and go, look, there's a team about 4 hours from here. If you go look back into the 80s, right? Go look back into the 80s and let's go see Bill Laimbeer. Let's go see guys like that who would fight you. Let's go see Joe Dumars who would fight you. Small guys, smaller than everybody they played against. Zeke, smaller than everybody they play against. But they would fight you. This is what you're lacking right now. I'm here to tell you right now that until you stop being soft, you're going to get bullied with a smile. Because the Lakers disrespected you. They disrespected you. They stopped playing halfway through the game. Y'all went on a 14-2 run, and the Lakers weren't even concerned about it. Then they went out there, and Anthony Davis went out there, did his thing, and brought it back up to 17. They weren't even concerned. Weren't even concerned.
The Bulls got bullied. The title of this segment.
Y'all need to fight. Y'all need to fight. Real seriously, y'all need to fight right now. And I don't care. Y'all gonna go out here against the Charlotte Hornets. Really? You need to fight against the big dogs. There should have been a fight out there on that floor. I mean, look, if y'all got blown out by 30, but y'all was we was on sports and talking, oh, you see no Bulls. Oh my God. Whoa, that was a street fight. There's going to be suspended. There's going to be a suspension over here. There's going to be a suspension over there. I'd rather see that than to go down softly. You know what I'm saying?
You let LeBron James jump up on top of your scores table and walk across it.
Like he didn't care. Disrespectful. Just disrespectful.
I'm done, Jay. I'm done.
I
feel like Don Lemon. I can't do this any longer.
You did sound like Don Lemon. Right? I'm just done. I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it.
I can't do this anymore, Jay. This is just, how can you do this to your country and to your ownership? How can you do this?
The problem, but Bulls, and I know there's going to be a lot of Bulls fans right now. We get the letters, we get the comments saying you guys are just killing our Bulls. Oh my God, did you see him play? Did you see him play today?
The question is not that we're killing the Bulls, but should the Bulls be killed?
Wow. Well, it's another show. Well, or are they already dead?
That's it. That's it, dog.
We'll know in 15 more games. If they're alive or not, we'll know. Because I'm telling you right now, if they keep taking it on the chin like this, no A seed for them.
Let me tell you this. I know one thing we do. We fight for you, the listener, the fan, those of you who fight with us. And those of you who haven't started the fight yet, you can start the fight. You can join right now, not for $1 a day, not for $10 a day, but for a thumb. One thumb gets you in the fight.
Dude.
Don't be like the Bulls. Don't be milquetoast. Get in the game. Subscribe, like, share. Hit the button.
I know, man. Just share. Hey, we bring you this content. We're going to be here. We're bringing. Ow! We got a remote coming up.
Got a big remote coming up. But before we can talk about the remote, we got a remote for the Super Bowl. We got everything coming up. We're going to talk about it more in some more episodes. Yeah. Let me say this in all sincerity. We would like for you to subscribe, like, and share. You can find us at ironskilletsports.com. Yeah. You can find us anywhere at ironskilletsports. You can find us at #skillet_sports. But before we go, for J Sizzle and for G Sizzle, I'd like to dedicate the last few seconds to two legends.
Yeah.
We at the Sizzle mourn the passing of Hank Aaron, one of the greatest Major League Baseball players in American history of all time. Hammering Hank, we salute you in your 86 years of blessing America, blessing the world with your vision, your leadership, and your ability to stand on your square and be a man.
Yep.
We thank you and we salute you. And we dedicate this show also to the passing of Larry King, one of the mavericks in television, in interviewing. He helped me, he's helped others to see how to interview, what it takes to interview, what it takes to have a good interview and have people come back and follow you. So,
and definitely.
And
I'm sorry, I need to jump in one quick. And he's one of the reasons why CNN is what CNN is today. Because he had these interviews out there of these really great people, and you found out things about those people that you didn't know. Every interview was interesting. I don't care who it was. Larry King found a way to pull it out of people in a very unassuming way. Larry King was the best, and that's one of the reasons I loved watching his interviews, and he'll definitely be missed.
You know, I love Dan Rather, but when it comes to interviews, there was Larry King, Charlie Rose, and Tavis Smiley, the three that were able to get things out of their guests that you weren't able to get out anywhere else. And, you know, Larry King, even in retirement, you've been off the scene, but you were still behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So you will be missed. And to Hammering Hank, we salute you. And blessings to all of your families, and blessings to you and your families during this pandemic. May you be blessed, and may everything go well in your day. And we pray that we will see you again on the other side.